Hi, it's Gruntski here, filling in for Mr. Angry whilst he's on a week's hiatus, taking a break from all the blogging and vlogging that he does just to entertain us. I'd like to talk about a topic that's near and dear to Mr. Angry's heart, and that is traffic, as in vehicular traffic, not the movie traffic. Anyway, here in Australia we tend to drive on the wrong side of the road in comparison to the rest of the world, and that may have something to do with the inordinate number of dickheads that we have travelling here. Then again, maybe it doesn't. Maybe we just have lots of dickheads. I don't know. A prime example of this is overtaking. I live in rural New South Wales, about 70 k's, 40 miles-ish, away from my place of work, and that trip usually takes me about an hour. On some days, though, it does take a shitload longer. And the reason? Simple. Fuckwits. In New South Wales, we have a law that is supposed to save the lives of our inexperienced drivers. Probationary drivers, or P-platers as they are known, are limited to a maximum speed of 90 kilometres an hour. The rest of us can travel at 100 k's an hour on a standard highway. Freeways are a different story. They're bigger, multi-lane, etc. But anyway, the situation is that on my way to work, I'll get onto the highway, and invariably there will be a P-plater in front of me driving along at 90, 85 k's an hour, which in itself is a good thing. They stay below their 90k limit and what have you, and don't get stung for speeding. It's frustrating though, because they're very difficult to overtake. We have a windy road, etc. But there are overtaking lanes. And invariably, when we come across an overtaking lane, one of three things happen. The first is that the P-plater will speed up. For whatever reason, the gravity at that section of road is heavier than anywhere else, so their right foot, of course, presses down on the accelerator or on the gas, and they speed up. So they've travelled at 85 k's an hour till they get to the lane. They speed up to 105, and technically we can't overtake them because they're going faster than everybody else's speed limit. Most people kind of ignore that and just overtake them anyway. So it's not really that much of a drama. Number two is the P-plater maintains their speed. Good on you, mate! And travels on the left-hand side. Remember, we're in Australia. The left-hand lane at 85 k's an hour, or 87, and the car immediately behind them overtakes 1k an hour faster. So the P-plater is doing 85 k's an hour, this other person is doing 86 k's an hour, and by the time they've finished overtaking the P-plater, the overtaking lane is finished. What do? Nothing. You can't do anything about it. You've got to merge in behind the P-plater, who sticks at 85 k's an hour because that's what he's supposed to do, while the dickhead in front realises that he's in front and there's open road in front of him, so he speeds up to 100 k's an hour. You can't do anything about that either. The third option. The P-plater does whatever the fuck he wants. He speeds up, he slows down, he stops and takes a piss by the side of the road, because pissing and toilets seem to be very dear to Mr. Angry's heart as well. Don't know why. Anyway, so the P-plater does his own thing. And the car immediately behind the P-plater is usually a Holden Commodore, which is a type of car we have here in Australia, and overtakes the P-plater. And you'd think that's a good thing, except he doesn't stop speeding up. He just increases his speed again and more and more and more. So you overtake the P-plater, again a good thing, but you can't overtake the guy in the Commodore, for argument's sake, because by this stage he's doing 140 k's an hour, and my poor little car's revving its guts out trying to keep up with him, let alone overtake him. And you guessed it, as soon as the overtaking lane is finished, the guy in the Commodore drops back to 86 k's an hour. Fuck! Oh, I have never ever seen so many people who are so focused on themselves that they can't appreciate that there are other people in their immediate vicinity who feel like running them off the road as a direct result of their fucked in the headedness. Now that is a newly discovered psychological condition, and yes, I do suffer from that, but that is a story for another day. Hope you've enjoyed this, and thanks for watching. See you later.